What's up, everybody? So, the rumor, 3, 2, 1! What's up, everybody? So, the word on the street is, there's a Dr. Disrespect got his house shot at while he was live streaming. I don't believe that he would fake such a thing. I don't think he's exactly hurting for views, if you catch my drift. But, you know, you never know with the internet, man. I'm going to go ahead and give him the benefit of the doubt. I blew the video up. I listened to it as loud as I could. I didn't hear anything. But again, I really don't believe that he's got any reason to fake this. A smaller channel, maybe. Him, I feel like he's too high profile. The whole being pissed off, the way he was pissed off, it looked to be genuine. But me, I can act like I'm pissed off, and I'm not in the least. So, you know. Anyways, you know, I don't really want to address so much him getting shot at during the live stream. I want to address the current state of things and how things are going. Twitch streamers getting their houses shot at. People swatting guys, and then the cops go to the wrong house, and an innocent man gets blasted by the cops. A guy opening fire at a Madden competition, killing some guys. School shootings. Just the overall direction, the way shit is headed, is really, really scary. It really is. And it's not scary for me. Okay, I'm 37 years old. Another man does not scare me. I do not fear what a man can do. I fear the one that can cast my soul into eternal flames. Whether you believe that or not, that's completely and totally up to you. But I don't fear the one that can kill the flesh. I fear only one. My fear is for those two little ones that I got, my two little kids. And I seriously believe, I think that even, how did Nicolas Cage say it? I'm telling you, sweetie, the world is being phoenixed to hell on a handcart. I think that even considering bringing a child into this world is coldly considering an act of cruelty. You remember that? I'm pregnant. Whoa. Oh, you're pregnant? Well, you didn't mean what you just said, did you? When? I meant it at the time. Stanley, at the time you said it 7.5 seconds ago. Well, gosh, kind of lots happened since then. It is. It's considering an act of cruelty. I was talking to this young couple not too long ago, and they were like, yeah, we really want to have a kid. I said, don't do that. Don't do it. It's an act of lunacy, General Sir. Personally, I think you're a fucking idiot. Bringing kids into this world at this point in time is a very selfish affair. Stop reproducing. Just stop. Look, when my daughter was in first grade, the doctor wanted to put her on some pills. She was having trouble paying attention in school. He wanted to put her on some pills. And I feel like most people are just, they take what the doctor says and let's do it up. You know what I mean? I go to see a cardiologist, boom, they just throw medication at me. Blood pressure's super high. Oh, we don't know the reason. Here, take this, it doesn't work. Take this one. Doesn't work. Take this one. That's all doctors do, man. They just throw pills at you. So people got their kids on all these medications. And I didn't put my daughter on no medication. We got a growing brain. This is not the time to put your child or put anybody on a medication. So, you got these kids doped up on God knows what. Who knows what their parents are spoon feeding them? They're spending all their time on the internet watching. Do you see some of the shit that's on this internet? Do you see some of these YouTubers that your kids are watching? Do you see? I'll let my kids play violent video games all day over watching some of the bullshit that's on YouTube. And this is essentially who is babysitting your children. Your parents don't, the parents, they just don't give a shit what their kids are doing. You don't give a shit. If you have two kids, it's not enough just to put a roof over their heads. You have to involve yourself in their lives. Too many parents don't know what's happening with their kids. They just don't know. Because it's almost like they just don't care. You feel like you're doing enough. Oh, I feed them, I house them. That's not enough. That's not enough. You have to instruct them. You have to train them. You have to instill in them. And nobody's doing that. Nobody's doing that. Instead, their babysitters are these retards on YouTube. that put on an act, that put on a show that are fake as hell. And this is who your children look up to. They got all kinds of sewage on the internet. They're looking at God knows what type of porn. They live on social media. Someone's life is no longer their life. It's social media. Their lives are social media. That's their life. That's their high. That's what they care about. They don't care about what's going on around them. They care about what's happening on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. This is what they care about. So we got them doped up. We got them on the internet all day long. We got them self-absorbed in the internet. Is it a wonder that these people are snapping and going crazy when they reach a certain age, when they get into their teenage years? They think no one gives a shit about them. They don't feel like anybody gives two shits about them. If they feel rejected, all these other elements, people, it's the perfect storm, and you're witnessing it. You're witnessing it. Look at what's happening. Look around you. What more proof do you need? Excuse me. People want to turn to the guns. People want to say it's the guns' fault. Take away the guns. No. Parent your children. It's not hard. It's not hard. And like, I was watching 8 Thoughts. Shout out to 8 Thoughts. He was talking about how we're just characters. And a lot of what I do, a lot of my personality does bleed into my videos. But for the most part, Solid Rev, when I first designed him, he's a character. I try to be Mr. Macho Man and stuff like that. I'm not trying to show you guys the softer side, because that's not the character I built up. And I feel like I'm about as real as it gets on the internet. And I'm still somewhat putting on a persona. Right now I'm irritated. I'm not on a lot of sleep. It's not like I watched this Dr. Disrespect thing and I was like, that's the last straw. No, people, there's a lot of things on the net. There's a lot of things that I prefer to stay away from, such as gun controversy, politics, and stuff like that. It isn't enough anymore. It isn't enough for people that you have an argument and you win an argument. No, it's, you offended me. Now I want to watch you buried. I want to watch you suffer. I want to discredit you. I want to discredit your life. I want to get you fired from your job. I want you to die. This is the mentality. This is the mentality of young people nowadays. It's not even young people anymore. It's not just young people. But the young people, that's when your mind is the most fragile, the most easily influenced is when you're young. And just this sewage that's going into these people's brain. And they got nobody there to filter out the content. Nobody gives a shit enough to get in there and filter out the content and say, look, that needs to go, that needs to go, that's bullshit, that's bullshit. This is what you need to know. Instead, you hate on people that believe in God. Oh, you believe in some spirit in the clouds. Oh, you're a real retard. Well, you know what, man? You know what? If that supposed lie in your eyes is enough to make somebody go straight and do the right thing, then isn't that enough? Isn't that enough? This guy, he's a Twitch streamer. Imagine if they'd have hit his kid. I believe he's got a little daughter, man. I think he does. I could be wrong. They hit his little daughter. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? And for what? For what? Because he's popular? Because you don't like what he's doing? Because maybe he told you you suck at a video game? Because he's shitting your mouth in PUBG? I don't know. I don't know. So, because you want to get a rise and get some internet cred? I was on Facebook the other day. Facebook is such a joke, people. Facebook's worse than Twitter. It's so bad. I don't have none of this shit on my phone. I took all that shit off a long time ago. A guy's playing Russian roulette, shooting himself in the foot. I don't know if you've seen that or not. There was a video of a dude sitting in the car, and he tells the lady, don't point. He tells the girl, don't point the gun at me. She does anyway, shoots him in the face. I'm just like, if Facebook wasn't around, if the internet wasn't around, 90% of this shit would not happen. They're screaming for attention. Look at me, and it doesn't matter what they got to do. They're going to do it. If you would have hit this guy's child, people, a child, my children are not just my children. They are They're my only reason to be here. They're the only thing in this life that I've done successfully, and I didn't even do it. But my one job, the one purpose that I have is them. You take that away, I no longer have a purpose in this world. It's you take away a man's heart. You could hit his kid. You could hit his wife. It's crazy, man. It's really crazy. Well, I really fear for my children, man. I really do. I really do. I fear the world that they're growing up in. I fear the world you guys, you younger guys are growing up in, man. You younger girls, God help you. That's all I got. I'll holler at you.